What's up, people? Welcome back to Daily Red Devil for all of your latest Manchester United transfer news and talk. And welcome back to the watch along for Manchester United against Lyon. It's the second pre-season game of the season. We're playing in Edinburgh. It's a 2 o'clock kickoff. We've got about 11 minutes to go until the game starts. So I hope everyone is doing well. Really excited to watch this one with you guys. This is only the second watch along we've ever done on the channel. So yeah, really excited. We were meant to have some new overlay graphics things that had been made, but yeah, we've had a bit of an issue with that. So been a bit of a frustrating 10 or so minutes, to be honest with you guys. I've been trying to get this overlay thing working and it just hasn't worked. So anyway, for the next stream, we will have, it looks really good, like all the elements of it, but I've just not been able to get it to work properly. So yeah, I do apologize. It's a little bit makeshift today, guys, but I am here nonetheless. And I am really looking forward to doing this watch along with you guys. So here is the team news up on your screen. It's in the top right hand corner of your screen. So starting the game, we've got Matic Kovar in goal. We've got Wan-Bissaka, Rafael Varane, Lisandro Martinez and Alvaro Fernandez at left back. Now Alvaro Fernandez is the guy we were speaking about earlier on if you watched the stream. He looks like a really good player, guys. He's a young Spanish left back, so yeah, looking forward to seeing him play. We've then got Kobe Mainoo and Hannibal Maysbury playing as a kind of midfield two, and then we've got Jadon Sancho, Amad Diallo and Anthony, and then Mason Mount up front, which is a bit strange, but people asking in the chat, why is Mason Mount playing as a striker? Anybody joining late, Mason Mount is playing as a striker. Very weird, but at the end of the day, guys, who else is going to play there? We don't have any other strikers, so as it stands, guys, Mason Mount is the striker for today's match. Very strange. I'm not really too sure what to make of that. I assume it'll be more of a false nine. I don't, he'll be kind of a bit like what Manchester City used to do, where they had like was it Bernardo Silva or Gundogan? I can't remember. One of the two. I'm just going to change the team thing. It's annoying me. There's something about it that's annoying me. Anyway, give me 1 second, guys. Do apologise for this. There we go. That's better. Anyway, so the team news is up there on the right-hand side. For Lyon, we've got Anthony Lopez in goal. We've got Sarr, Diomande, Lazari, Clinton Mata, El Arroch, Tolisso, Lacazette, Alex. They got a solid team, Lyon, to be fair. I think it's going to be a real test for us. I really do. Lacazette's been on really good form, hasn't he, for Lyon? I think he got about 30 goals he got in league last season? I'm pretty sure Lacazette outscored Kylian Mbappe last year, which is absolutely mental, isn't it? Let me just double check that. If anybody thinks I'm making that up in the chat, obviously feel free to get involved. But I'm pretty sure Lacazette scored more goals than Kylian Mbappe last year for Lyon, didn't he? Let me just check that. I feel like I'm making that up, but at the same time, I feel like I'm not. You know where you've got something in your head and you're like, yeah, he got 27 goals last season, Lacazette, in 35 matches. That is ridiculous, isn't it? I saw some people in the chat a couple of days ago saying we should sign Lacazette. I'm not sure what I think about that, to be completely honest with you, but I do like Lacazette, but I don't think we should be signing him at Manchester United, to be completely honest. But do let me know. What do you think, guys? Would you sign Lacazette? Where's the best place for that scoreboard? Is that all right up there? Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, that would do for now. Yeah, so it's looking like a pretty good lineup, to be honest with you guys. We've got about 8 minutes until kickoff. Do let me know your score predictions in the chat, guys. What are your score predictions? I think I went with 3-1, didn't I? But do let me know in the comments section, what are your score predictions for the match? I'm going with 3-1. I reckon Mason Mount might get a goal. I reckon Mason Mount might get one. And who else? Yeah, I think Mason Mount's going to score. And I also think Amad might get a goal today, guys. I've got a good feeling about Anthony as well. Anthony hasn't played for ages, has he? Because he was injured. So I'm looking forward to seeing Anthony today. Yeah, do get your comments in as well, guys. Make sure you smash a like on the video. It doesn't cost any money. It's completely free. We are about 7 minutes away from kickoff. So do make sure you like the video if you haven't already. And if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. Of course, it doesn't cost any money. It's completely free, so why would you not do it? But yeah, let me know your score predictions. Let me know your score predictions in the chat, guys. I'm going with 3-1 Manchester United. I'm quite excited about this game. I genuinely am. I'm a lot more excited than I was about the what's it called? When we played Leeds the other day. That game was a bit boring. I don't want to be negative, but that Leeds game was a little bit boring, wasn't it? Especially in the first half. But yeah, we've got nearly 100 people in the chat already, guys. Absolutely amazing. Make sure you smash a like on the video if you haven't already. So Joshua says Emeran's going to score. Joe says 4-2 United. Neil says 2-1 United. What else have we got? Somebody says 1-1. Tiborg says 3-2. So we've got quite a different mixture of results coming in there, guys. As I said, I'm going with 3-1 Manchester United. I think Lacazette will score. I think Mason Mount will score. I think Anthony will score, and I think Ahmad will score. So yeah, I'm feeling positive about this one. Let's hope we get a good performance. Yeah, really, really exciting. And in other news, guys, just whilst we're talking about other bits and bobs, apparently Onana is doing his medical right now. So yeah, we will hopefully get the announcement of Onana in the next probably few hours, I reckon. He's doing his medical at the moment, apparently. Yeah, so it's a pretty strong lineup to start with this half. I think last week we had a lot of reserve players, didn't we, playing? Yeah, do let me know your score predictions. Keep them coming in. I love to see what other people think. Yeah, as Joshua says, there's 77 people watching, so everybody please do smash a like on the video. We're on the road to 10k subscribers now as well, guys, which is absolutely mental. We hit 5k yesterday, which was the kind of first milestone, if you like. Yeah, we're just growing so quickly at the moment, guys, so massive shouts to everybody in this community. We've got a man playing a bagpipe at the moment, which is quite exciting. For anybody who's not watching the game live, there is currently a man playing the bagpipe. Not really sure what to make of that. Liam says he's at work watching this. Yeah, let me know where you are, guys. Let me know if you're at work. I guess that's the good thing with these watch-alongs, isn't it? Because you can just have a headphone in whilst you're working, and you can't exactly have the football on whilst you're at work. So you can put your headphone in. Your boss still thinks you're working, but really you're listening to this, which I think's fair. I don't think there's any issue with that personally. But yeah, that's someone says Henry says 3-0 United win. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Oh, Craig's saying that apparently his jet was delayed. I'm not sure. I haven't seen that. Let me know where to find that information. What I saw on Twitter was that, yeah, I'm not sure where you guys have seen that. Romano posted about it, apparently. Wow. That is surprising. I mean, how is his jet delayed? Is it like bad weather or something? Let's have a little look. Does anybody have any more information on why Onana's not in the UK yet? That's really weird, isn't it? Okay, so here we go. So yeah, Fabrizio says Onana is not undergoing medical test at Manchester United yet. There's some delay on the original plan, but it will happen later. He's currently not at Carrington yet. No issues. It's just about a plan, travel/flights. Weird. That's really weird, isn't it, guys? I don't really know. Yeah, really weird. Joshua says, your stream makes me feel really happy whilst I've been down because my cat is in the vets after he may have been hit by a car. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. As you know, I've got 2 dogs myself, so I feel your pain. One of my dogs was, I mean, you might not care about this, but whilst we're talking about pets, one of my dogs was really, really ill last year. She's only 1.5 years, my dog. I've got 2 dogs. They're both the same breed. But yeah, she was really, really sick. She was in the hospital for like 2 weeks in intensive care. She's only 1.5 years. So yeah, I know how you're feeling, and yeah, people who don't have pets like don't really understand it. They think it's like, why are you so upset about a pet? But a pet is part of the family, isn't it? Anybody in the chat who's got a pet knows what it's like when you. So someone's saying his private jet aborted on the runway. What does that mean? Does that mean it's like a safety issue? Okay, Craig, we've got Craig in the chat who's tracking his new jet. I mean, that's sketchy, isn't it? I assume when you mean aborted, I assume that means that there was an issue. But yeah, Joshua, I hope, yeah, so just stay strong, mate. I'm sure the cat will be fine. Just, I know that's easy for me to say, but just try and stay positive. And obviously, that is great that these streams are kind of helping you kind of switch off a little bit, because I know how difficult it is when, you know, a pet or somebody's ill. It's like, it's horrible, isn't it? It's all you can think about. It's really hard to get it out of your head. But yeah, just stay strong, mate. Try and distract yourself with other things. I'm sure the cat will be fine. Just got to always remember that the vet, the doctor, they're the professionals. They'll do their best thing for the animal. So yeah, yeah. Let us know how you get on. Liam says he's got 2 pugs. Nice. Let me know in the chat, guys, if you've got any pets. We're about a minute away from kickoff. There will be lots of just kind of casual talk on these watch-alongs, guys. So yeah, it's quite a good opportunity to just have a bit of a chat and all the rest of it. I'm not going to make it too serious. Craig's saying apparently Onana is over France. Yeah, I'm sure the cat will be all right, mate. Just stay positive, innit? Right, that's all you can really do. Yeah, some people saying he's having his medical. Others are saying he's not here yet. Fabrizio said he's not having his medical yet, guys. So Onana, it doesn't say exactly why. It just says it's an issue about his plan travel / flight. So there must have been some issue with the plane, maybe. I don't know. I'm just speculating here, but Onana isn't in the UK yet, so we'll have to keep an eye on that one. Obviously, as soon as we get more information, we will let you know about the Onana situation. So the teams are walking out now. I think, is Raphael Varane the captain? Let me have a look. I'm pretty sure Varane's wearing the captain's armband. He was leading the team out anyway. I'm really looking forward to this game, guys. I really, really am. We've got a pretty strong lineup, I think. Way stronger than the last one. I mean, we've got Sancho, Mason Mount, Anthony. Who else? We've got Varane, Martinez. Yeah, really, really strong lineup. Let me know what you think of the lineup. It's in the top. I'm not sure if it's in the left or the right of your screen, but let me know what you guys think of the lineup. Yeah, I think Varane is the captain, guys, which I'm happy about. Yeah, Varane's the captain. The thing with Varane, like, I don't know. Like, obviously he has the credentials to be the captain, doesn't he? I don't mean today, I mean big picture. Obviously, I'm not doubting whether Varane should be the captain today. But, like, in the big picture, like, Varane could be an option for the captain. You know, he's won God knows how many Champions Leagues. He's won God knows how many La Ligas. He won a World Cup. Like, he is a leader, isn't he? But I don't know. I don't know why people aren't favouring him for the captaincy. I personally wouldn't go for him. I don't know why. I feel like he's quite quiet. Do you get that same impression with Varane? This is just from how I see him on the pitch. Like, I'm not saying he isn't a leader, like I'm sure he is, but he's not as like vocal as some of the other players. He seems a little bit more quiet and reserved, which I'm not sure if I like. Right, what have we got? Al says, I quite like the United team. Good opportunity for the young guys to get a go. Lyon should give them a solid workout. Yeah, I mean, guys, Lyon have got a really, really good team, to be fair to them. Lacazette is on absolute form at the moment. They've got that Tolisso guy who I quite like. They've got a couple of other players I quite like. But I am expecting Manchester United to win comfortably here, guys. I'm expecting a 3-1 victory. Yeah, we're just about to kick off. We're about 30 seconds away from kickoff, guys. No Martial. People asking in the chat about Martial. Martial's still injured. He's out for about another 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, the game's literally just starting now, guys. They're just all touching each other's hands and doing all their little pre-match bits and bobs. Yeah, I'm excited about this one. I really, really am. I think it's going to be a good match. Yeah, I've already given my score prediction. But yeah, anybody who's joining late, do let us know your score predictions in the chat. I've gone with 3-1 Manchester United victory. I think the goals will come from Ahmad, Mason Mount, and Anthony. Yeah, I'm not sure if my streams... Oh, shit. Sorry, I forgot to start the... start the clock. All right, we've kicked off, guys. Apologies if my stream's like a couple of my MUTV thing for some reason it keeps like crashing. Has anybody else had that problem with MUTV? Yeah, it's like it's lagging really, really bad. I don't know if it's because I'm watching it on my computer. I'm logged in on the MUTV app, but I don't know. Is the clock thing working? Yeah, the clock thing's working. I'm about 30 seconds in on my screen on my clock. So yeah, just follow along with that, guys. Just skip your time so it's level with mine. If that makes sense. I know that's a bit confusing, but that's probably the easiest way to do it. What have I just done? I just seem to have lost the chat. It's always a bit of a difficult one with the watch-alongs. It's always a bit of fun, I'll tell you that. Like, I really enjoyed doing the last one, but it is a bit of a bit, what's the word? Not confusing, but it's quite a lot to get your head around, you know? Quite a lot going on. I seem to have lost the chat, guys. So give me 1 minute. I'm just getting the chat back up. All right, there we go. The chat is back. Sorry about that. I lost you for a minute, guys. I've got 2 screens, so it's like one screen's got you guys on, and the other screen's got MUTV on. So I'm kind of well, I am multitasking. I'm not kind of multitasking. I've got the double screen, but yeah, let me know. Somebody says, "Why don't you just show the game?" I mean, if I could show the game, I would, but I would just be banned immediately. So, yeah. As I said, guys, the current overlay thing I've got at the moment is just a very makeshift one. I have got another one that's been made for me, but yeah, I've got another one that's been made for me, and I got it delivered like 5 minutes before the stream was supposed to start, which was just a bit like, I told this person who was making it like multiple times that I needed it for today, and they literally sent it to me like 5 minutes before the stream was supposed to start. So I was frantically trying to get it all set up before. Yeah, which was not great. Yeah, so at the moment, not really too much is happening, to be honest with you. Matej Kovar just had a touch of the ball. Martinez just absolutely smashed it out of play. Yeah, anybody who is joining late, do let me know what your score predictions are. Yeah, to the people asking in the chat, we won't unfortunately be able to stream the matches on here. It will only be like this kind of thing. We've got a chance here. There we go, Sancho. Oh, that was very close. Anthony nearly scored there. Very, very close to making it 1-0. Yeah, really, really, really nice play that was. Sancho and Anthony linked up really well. They put the goalkeeper under pressure. Hannibal Maysbury actually started it. Hannibal through to Sancho, through to Anthony. Anthony probably should have done better, to be completely honest with you, if I'm being critical. I mean, that's a mad question that Liam's just asked. So Liam in the chat has just said, would you rather know when or how you're going to die? We was just discussing this in work. Nah, not really. I don't want to know when I'm going to die. I'm not interested in that. I don't want to live my life like knowing when I'm going to die. You know? I think everybody kind of, unless you know, everybody kind of has the assumption that you'll live to like 70, 80, don't they? So I don't really see the point in finding out I'm going to die in a year's time. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't really help any more, you know? Does that make sense? I don't know. But let me know. That's a mad question. So I wasn't expecting to be asked that today, but fair play. Yeah, we did have a really good chance there, guys. Anthony probably should have scored if I'm being critical. But yeah, Ahmad just had a really good chance as well, guys. We should be 2-0 up. Honestly, we're 4.5 minutes into the game and we should be 2-0 up at this point. Ahmad should have scored then. Anthony should have scored a couple of minutes ago. We look good though. We look sharp. Okay, so Craig thinks that it's kind of the front three are rotating. It's not like a fixed striker. Yeah, so I mean, Sancho's on the left. Ahmad is kind of playing as the striker. What would you guys do about Ahmad? I personally don't want Ahmad to go out on loan. I want Ahmad to get a chance next season. I really do. I think he's a quality player. I really, really like Ahmad. We've got another chance here. Mason Mount's on the right wing by the looks of things. He's just put a ball into the... No, he's fluffed it. Oh, Anthony. Anthony's kept it in. Really nice play there. Go on. Oh, that should have been a goal. Very, very close. It should be 3-0. Wow. Anthony should have scored, and Ahmad's just had 2 really good chances. Anthony does great work there. He goes past the player, clips it into the box. Hannibal does a little dummy. The goalkeeper makes a good save. Really, really nice. It's been quite enjoyable so far, guys. There's been more going on this 5 minutes than there was in the whole of the first half in the last game. Really, really good. People saying Ahmad should stay. Apparently Hannibal's the false 9. Okay. Yeah, no, honestly, guys, I'm actually entertained. Yeah, that's the issue, isn't it, Liam? Like with Ahmad, I think he deserves a chance, but I'm just not sure whether I'm not sure whether he'll, you know, whether there's enough space in the squad for him to get the game time that he needs, really. I'm not really too sure. But let me know in the chat, guys. Do you think there's enough kind of games for Ahmad to get a chance? I just don't think so, really. I want him to, but like, what's the point in having him to come off the bench for like 10 minutes in a match? It's just like, it's pointless, isn't it? I quite look at the like of this Fernandez guy, the left back. He looks quite good. Varane's just put a lovely ball through to Hannibal. Ooh. Honestly, guys, we're absolutely all over him at the moment. Absolutely dominating them. Anybody just joining, it's still 0-0, but Anthony should have scored. Ahmad should have scored 2 goals. Yeah, playing really, really well so far. Really entertaining. I wasn't expecting this, to be completely honest with you. I was kind of expecting it to be a bit slow, like the Leeds game, but so far it's been really, really good. I don't want to over-egg the pudding, but yeah, it has been decent so far, guys. Yeah, we look way better than we did against Leeds. That Leeds match, we literally looked rubbish. I'm not trying to be negative about it, but the first half against Leeds, we were really, really poor. Like, we weren't very good at all. So people saying, yeah, I don't think Sancho will leave this summer, guys. I don't. I think you're right there. Just gonna open the window a bit. Yeah, I'd be very, very surprised if Jadon Sancho got sold this summer. I would. You never know in football. If a big bid comes in for him, then maybe. But at this point in time, I would probably say that Sancho will be here next season. Lyon are on the break here. Yeah, we're playing very, very high up the pitch, guys. We're pressing very, very high, and I like it. I quite like the of this Matej Kovar guy as well. I know he hasn't really had much to do yet, but he looks pretty he doesn't look out of place. You know what I mean? But yeah, they keep breaking on the counter attack. I think that's very much how this game's going to be. We're playing a very high line, but Kovar is looking good. The goalkeeper, obviously, he's very, very young. I think he's 20 years of age, is he? He's from Czech Republic. He played for Sparta Prague, I think it was, last season on loan, and they won the league. Yeah, everybody's looking good so far. Kovar's really good with his feet, isn't he? Martinez has just brought the ball forward quite a bit. We've got Anthony's on all of the front three are interchanging quite heavily, aren't they? Is that Anthony? Yeah, Anthony's just oh, yeah. I really like the look of this at starting 11, I do. And it's good to see Anthony, Sancho, Ahmad all get a bit of a game time together, because this isn't going to be the starting 11 for the first game of the season, 100%. We won't be seeing this starting 11 next season, I doubt, in any game. So Alvaro Fernandez is good as well. He just absolutely made a brilliant. Oh, Sancho. Oh, Sancho just had a shot from way outside the box. We're looking really, really good though, guys. We are. I don't want to, overhype it. Anthony's looking on fire. I'm glad Anthony's back. I really, really am. Yeah, it's really good, guys. Really, really entertaining. I wasn't expecting this whatsoever, to be completely honest with you. We honestly could be 2 or 3 goals up at this point. Easily. Easily could be 2 or 3-0 up at this point. Rafael Varane's just putting a lovely ball to Sancho. Sancho. Oh, guys, a goal math scramble. Again, guys, should be probably 4-0 now. People in the chat saying maybe we shouldn't sign Suzuki. Yeah, I don't really get it, to be honest. I don't really get why we're signing Suzuki. But if you think about it, if Tom Heaton leaves and Dean Henderson leaves, then we need 2 goalkeepers, don't we? David De Gea has been replaced by Onana, and then who is it? Yeah, so we probably do need 3 goalkeepers, guys. We do. So obviously Tom Heaton's going to go, Dean Henderson's going to go, so it'll probably be Matej Kovar, Suzuki, and Onana as the 3 goalkeepers, which I think solid. I do. I don't know who would be the second choice though. I probably would go with Matej Kovar as the second choice, and then have Suzuki as the third choice, and maybe get him to play some under-21 matches. But yeah, I'm not really too sure. I don't know what the plan is. Maybe someone's going to buy Kovar. Maybe he's going to leave the club. I don't know. I think he probably is good enough to get some first-team football somewhere else. Somebody says, what do you think of the midfield trio? So midfield, we've got Kobe Mainu. Remind me who's in the midfield. My brain's gone numb. Kobe Mainu, Mason Mount, and who else? Diallo, is it? Yeah. I like the look of the team today. I really do. Hannibal looks good. Kobe Mainoo looks good. I honestly think Kobe Mainoo is ready to be in the first team. I don't want to overhype him, but I think he definitely looks good enough to be in the team. I do. Someone's asking about Onana's medical. So apparently Onana was meant to fly in yesterday, but there was some sort of issue. I don't know what it was. Maybe with the plane, something or other. But apparently he is in the air at the moment on the way to England. Somebody in the chat, I think it's Craig, has said he's tracking the flight. So yeah, Onana will be in Manchester today. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't end up there yesterday, guys. He was meant to be in Manchester yesterday, but Onana hasn't arrived yet. So we'll have to we'll keep you updated on that one as and when it comes in. But yeah, anybody just joining, we're playing really, really well. I know it's just a pre-season match, but we should be 3 or 4-0 up at this point, honestly. Anybody who's in the chat who's new as well, please make sure you subscribe, and please do smash a like on the video if you haven't already. There's over 100 people watching, which is really good for our second watch along. So massive shouts to everybody. Please do like and subscribe if you are new. We will be doing watch alongs for all of the games. Oh, here we go. Sancho. Really close, guys. We nearly scored again there. Somebody's asking about the scoreline. My prediction was 3-1. I think Ahmad, Mason Mount and Anthony are going to score, and then Lacazette will score for Lyon. Those are my predictions. Yeah, really attacking football, guys. Really, really good so far. Ahmad looks good. Sancho looks good. Anthony looks good. They all look really, really good. Kobe Mainoo looks good. Hannibal looks good. Honestly, that game we watched last week against Leeds together, I felt like pulling my hair out, but I haven't got any hair, so you get the point. I felt like pulling out my hair even though it's not there. Yeah, it was really, really poor. Really poor. Anybody asking where to watch the game, you can watch it on MUTV. All of the pre-season matches are on MUTV. I wouldn't usually plug MUTV because obviously that is Manchester United Glazer channel, but that's the only way to watch it, unfortunately. It's on MUTV. So you can't watch it on BT, you can't watch it on Sky Sports. Which is a bit frustrating. Martinez looks up for it as well, doesn't he? He's just dyed his hair by the looks of it. Got a nice little bit of blonde going on. He's just literally run the whole pitch. Anthony. Has Martinez scored yet? I can hear a dog coming up the stairs. Yeah, I don't know if you can watch MUTV on your phone, mate. I'm not sure. You can watch it on your computer. That's what I'm doing. But if you've not got the computer with you, then I'm not too sure. Sancho, what's going on here? I don't know what he's doing. Sancho gets himself into trouble sometimes, doesn't he? Yeah, so for the USA games, we'll be doing one for... Let me just check. We'll be doing one for the... What do you call it? For the Arsenal game. We'll be doing a watch-along for the Arsenal game. And as I said, guys, we're going to have this new overlay thing in the next couple of days, and it will look way, way better. So bear with me on that one. At the moment, it is a bit makeshift. We'll be doing one for the Arsenal game and the Dortmund game. And then I think somebody else is going to do the Real Madrid game for us. But the Wrexham game I won't be doing, guys. It's at 3:30 in the morning. I'm not going to do that, unfortunately. I'm not going to stay up till 3:30 in the morning to watch Manchester United reserves play Wrexham. Not that bothered, to be completely honest with you. It's not even going to be the first team because obviously we play Wrexham and then the next day we play Real Madrid. So I think it's going to be 2 different teams apparently. Yeah, I'll be doing the 10 p.m. one on Saturday. 10 p.m. on Saturday, guys, we play Arsenal. I'll be doing a watch along for that. And I also will be doing one for... I'll do one for the Real Madrid game and I'll do one for the Dortmund game, but I'm not going to do the Wrexham game. I wouldn't even bother watching the Wrexham game, guys, unless you're somewhere else in the world. If you're in the UK... Oh, Lyon are through here. Lacazette. Oh. I mean, it looked like it was a good chance, but Lacazette fluffed it. He pretty much hit the corner flag. Anybody just joining? It's still 0-0. It's been pretty entertaining. Oh, Lyon. It's been very entertaining, actually, to be completely honest. Should be 3 or 4-0 to Manchester United at this point. Is anybody in the chat who's from the UK actually going to stay up till 3:30 in the morning to watch the Manchester United reserves against Wrexham? I mean, if you are, fair play, that's up to you, but that is commitment. I am definitely not staying up till 3:30 in the morning to watch the reserves play Wrexham. Definitely not. No way. But yeah, let me know if you are. Fair play, guys. That's commitment if you are going to do that. Lyon looked quite up for it the last few minutes. They've had quite a few little shots and putting some good bits of foot play together. Codex says no centre forward. We waste every chance. Yeah, I mean it is pretty mad, isn't it, that we don't have a single striker in our team. But it is what it is, guys. You got to remember though, Manchester City played without a striker for a long time. They had was it Gundogan as the striker? Or was the false nine? So you can, in the modern day, you can play football without a striker. You don't necessarily need one. Manchester City won the league, didn't they, without a striker? They had, who did they have? Gabriel Jesus and Pep Guardiola never played him. I think he played Gundogan, didn't he, as a false nine? People asking about Rasmus Højlund. We will talk about Rasmus Højlund on the show. We will be doing a show this evening, guys, as well at 6 p.m. With all the latest news and all of that. So, somebody saying you don't have to stay up till 3:30. You can wake up at 3:30. Yeah, I mean, that's a fair point. But the only issue with that, guys, is if I do that, then my sleeping pattern's going to be completely ruined, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, if you get up early for work or if you get up at 5 anyway, then yeah, I would probably do that. Hannibal's through it. No, I usually wake up about 6 a.m. guys, so I'm probably not going to wake up at 3:30. I might, there's another guy that's going to be getting involved in the channel, this American guy, so I might see if he wants to do it. But yeah, let me know in the chat, guys. Do you want to, I'm not going to commit to doing the Wrexham game, guys, I'm sorry. 3:30 in the morning, that's too early for me. I'll do all the other ones, I'll do the Arsenal one, I'll do the Real Madrid one, etc, etc. But yeah, unless you get up for work at like 4 a.m. already, like me getting up at 3:30 a.m, that's just going to completely like ruin my sleeping pattern for probably the next week, and then I'll be, yeah, it's on a Tuesday as well. If it was on like a Friday, maybe, or a Saturday night, you know, possibly on the weekend. But yeah, anybody who does watch it, though, fair play. That's absolute commitment. It's gone a bit quiet the last kind of 10 minutes or so. Lyon have been kind of dominating. Still 0-0. We're about 20 minutes into the game. So far, I've been really impressed, to be honest with you. Sancho looks good. Ahmad looks good. Kobe Mainoo looks good. It's been decent. I can't complain, to be completely honest. I was pretty negative after the game on, when was it? The Leeds game. I thought it was very boring, to be completely honest with you. So to have a game like this today is much better. Right, let's read out a few of your comments. Get some questions in as well, guys. I will read out some questions as the show progresses. At the moment, it is still 0-0 here. Yeah, as Josh says, everybody please smash a like on the video. There's over 100 people watching. This is only the second watch-along we've ever done, so it's all still relatively new for us. So do get involved. As I said as well, by the time we do the next stream, which is on Saturday, by the time we do the next watch-along, we're going to have a new overlay thing, so there'll be loads of other stuff going on the screen. It'll be a little bit more high-tech, because at the moment it is a little bit budget, I have to admit, but you've got to start somewhere, don't you? Can't just go straight in with the mad high-tech background and all the rest of it. Lyon have had a lot of the ball in the last kind of 10 minutes or so, guys. We've been playing good football, though. I'm not going to be negative. We've looked good. Kobe Mainoo looks good. Kobe Mainoo looks ready. I honestly think that. He looks ready to play. He does. He doesn't at all look like... How old is he, 18? He looks like he's bulked up a bit, doesn't he? Kobe Mainoo looks a lot more physical than he did when I saw him last season. Liam says, what's the best biscuit to go with a cup of tea? That's a good question. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I don't actually drink tea anymore, and I'm English, so you're probably thinking, what the hell? Lyon are through here. Oh, Lacazette. Oh, it might be a handball. No, I think it's got away with it. Yeah, I don't actually drink tea. I drink mint tea, peppermint tea. I stopped drinking caffeine a couple of years ago. Yeah, so I don't drink coffee or tea at all anymore. But yeah, let me know what your favourite biscuit is. My favourite biscuit probably would be... I quite like those chocolate Liebnibs. Do you know the ones I mean? Is that what they're called? They come in like a blue box. They're kind of like that shaped, and they're like biscuit on the bottom and then chocolate. I think they're called chocolate Liebnibs or something. I'm probably butchering that name. L-E-B-I something like that. Liebnibs? I don't know. Yeah, I don't drink tea or coffee anymore, guys. I only have peppermint tea now, which is a bit. Liam saying chocolate bourbons. Fair enough. That's like a classic biscuit, isn't it? That goes in the same bracket as like a custard cream or yeah, like a one of those, what are they called? Nice biscuits. You know them? They're called nice biscuits. The little ones with like bits of sugar on them. Do people like, are biscuits like a really English thing? Biscuits and tea, or the people in the chat who aren't English today? Do you eat biscuits as well with tea, or do you not have tea? Okay. Someone's saying you can get caffeine-free tea and coffee. I've switched to it and I don't even notice the difference. Yeah, I mean, I might do that actually. I quite like peppermint tea though. I quite like peppermint tea. I have a lot of like fruity tea, like raspberry tea and shit like that. It's pretty good. Yeah. I'm not that bothered. I used to drink loads and loads of coffee, guys, and it just, honestly, it made my head just, yeah, it wasn't good. I think like 1 cup of coffee or 2 cups of coffee a day is fine, but I used to drink it like every hour for the whole day, and I was like, you end up getting like the shakes and stuff, and it's like, it's not good for you. It definitely isn't. I think a couple of cups of tea a day is fine, a couple of cups of coffee, but if you're drinking a cup of coffee like every hour, like I was, it was, yeah, it's not good. So I completely got rid of it. I just have, so Lumen says Indians have tea and biscuits in the evening. What do you have? Like chai tea? I like chai tea, or like chai latte. That's really nice. What's the one that I like? Karak chai? Does anybody, if there's any people from India in the chat, I really like Karak chai. That is unbelievable. That's so nice. Karak chai. But that has got caffeine in. Yeah. The thing with Karak chai though, right? Anybody who doesn't know what it is, it's some Indian tea. And I drank loads of it, and I thought it didn't have caffeine in, and then I realised it had caffeine in. So yeah, but Karak chai is really nice. Someone says Biscoff is the best. Kevin says the boys are good on the ball. Eric Ten Hag to work more on the pressing. Yeah, they're doing well, guys. They're doing really well. I know we've been talking about biscuits for the last 10 minutes, but the game has been quite entertaining. It has. Yeah, it's been pretty good. It'd be nice to get a couple of goals, because I did say 3-1. It'll be a bit bleak if it's 0-0, but remember last game it was 0-0 at half time, and then all of our substitutes came on, and it was really decent. Yeah, somebody says the game is good, but forwards are not finishing. Yeah, I agree with you. What else have we got? Big T says most other nations don't put milk in tea. Yeah. Obviously, you don't put milk in peppermint tea. That's what I mainly drink. And when I did used to drink coffee, to be fair, I used to have Americano most of the time. So I kind of do hear you, like milk in tea. Not that bothered about it, personally. Kevin says, I love this squad of young talent. We just need a reinforcement at the CBR. What's the CBR? Not sure what you mean there. Yeah, but I do like the starting 11 today, guys. I wonder what the average age of it is. Probably like maybe 23, 24. Like realistically, these are our players for the future that are on the pitch today. This is our kind of, if you fast forward 5 years, these are all the players that if they're still at Manchester United should be playing. You know, you should have Anthony, you should have Ahmad, Sancho. Like all of these people will be in their prime in about 4 or 5 years. So Big T says associate a player with a biscuit. I will start with Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire is a hobnob apparently. That's a good one. I'm going to say Martinez is a custard cream. And Varane is a... So Craig is saying apparently Onana's jet will be in England in 15 minutes. So I assume he'll still do his medical today. How long does a medical take? Does anybody know? I'm not really too sure how long a medical takes. Is it a couple of hours? Or is it all day? I literally have no idea, to be completely honest with you. And do players ever fail their medical? I'm not trying to be negative here. I'm genuinely interested. Like, do players fail their medical sometimes? I know obviously if someone's injured, they fail their medical, but yeah. Someone in the chat before was saying, oh, like, is he going to fail his medical because of before the doping thing? You know, I think he took some of his wife's like prescription medicine or something by accident, and then he got done for doping. This is Onana we're talking about here, by the way. This Fernandez guy at left back. He looks pretty good, guys. He's just literally ran the whole length of the pitch to put the opposition under. Liam says Bruno is a hobnob, lasts forever and never breaks. I like that. It's quite poetic. Did write a book about biscuits. Jonathan says, I mean, guys, everybody is comparing players to hobnobs. Is there not any other biscuits? We're not sponsored by hobnobs, by the way, before people start getting ideas. Ugh. Yeah, the boys look good, though. They do. I thought Onana got kicked out of the international squad because he refused to play how the manager wanted. That's what I heard. The manager didn't want him to be like doing what he does with the ball and taking risks, and I think they fell out. That's what I saw. We should be a couple of goals up here, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, so has anybody seen this, that St. Maximum looks like he's going to go to Saudi Arabia? 25 million euros. That's so cheap, I swear. I thought St. Maximum was actually a good player. Like, how are they managing that? A bit weird, isn't it? Yeah, apparently St. Maximum's going to Saudi Arabia. Yeah, it was Ajax where he got suspended for doping. I think he didn't play football for about a year. Anthony seems pretty up for it. Anthony just put the ball through someone's legs. What have they given a foul for? Who's looking forward to seeing Johnny Evans, by the way? Imagine if they bring Johnny Evans on as the striker in the second half. I don't understand how Saudi Arabia are getting St. Maximum for only 25 million euros. That's so cheap, I swear. Surely he's worth more than that. I know they're owned by the same people, but like, it does seem a bit weird. Like you'd think they'd get a bit more money than 25 million for him. Anthony's got the ball here on the left. Mason Mount's his passing is elite, isn't it? Oh. I'm still trying to get my head around like where everybody's playing, if that makes sense. It's all a little bit I don't want to say like all over the place because I've enjoyed it so far, but they are really like moving around quite a lot. Yeah, so I reckon Johnny Evans will come on in the second half, guys. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I do actually really like the new Manchester United shirt. I love how it's got those little roses like textured on it. I'm not going to buy it, but I do like it. I think it's quite a nice design. What does everybody think about the new home kit? Do you like the new home shirt? I'm not that keen on the away shirt, is it? The one that looks like the Newcastle kit. It's a bit weird. I do like the home one, though. Yeah, Mason Mount's quite defensive. He looks like he's playing almost as like a CDM, isn't he? Hannibal Magebury's playing really high up the pitch, and Mason Mount's quite... Yeah, he's playing quite defensive, Mason Mount. I agree with you, Sam. I don't really like that, to be honest. Still 0-0 here, guys. Lyon haven't really... Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be watching the Wrexham game, guys, to be completely honest with you. Even if it was like Phil Jones, Johnny Evans, you know, all the boys playing, I still wouldn't be up for it. Nah, not for me. I'll watch the highlights. I mean, 3:30 a.m. What time will the game finish then? If it starts at 3:30, the game will finish at 4:15. The game will finish about 6 a.m., won't it? I'll probably watch the highlights when I wake up, like the extended highlights. Then I might do a video just with like a recap of it. But I'm not going to watch the whole thing from the very beginning, to be completely honest with you. Somebody asking about what shirt I'd buy. I would probably buy, off the top of my head, I don't know what year, but one of the sharp ones. I love the sharp ones. Like probably the blue one, the sharp with like the strings, yeah, the string collar thing. But I really like that one. Yeah, exactly. As Craig says in the chat, like the day that the takeover gets announced, if it does, I am going to buy myself a Manchester United shirt. And I did actually promise that I would buy a Manchester United shirt for somebody in the chat. So yeah, do subscribe if you are not subscribed already, because whenever the Glazers leave, if they do, as long as it's a full sale, I will be giving out a Manchester United shirt with any name on the back to one of you lovely people. But that's only going to happen if the Glazers sell. I'm not going to do it if they stay. Like, why would I do that? Yeah, I do really like the home kit though. It is sad, isn't it, that like we're so resentful over our owners that you don't even want to buy a home kit when you actually like it. Like I really, really like the home kit and I refuse to buy it just out of principle. Like I'm not going to support it. We're about 32 minutes into the game, guys. We've got about 10 minutes roughly left of the first half. I'll be honest, it was really, really exciting for the first kind of 5 or 10 minutes and it's gone quite quiet. Not really too much has happened. We do look good though. Liam says, I hope Qatar will give us a green and gold shirt. Yeah, that would be unbelievable, wouldn't it? Yeah, I will definitely buy myself a shirt when the Glazers have gone. I'm not going to do it now. Yeah, so I actually saw a video on this the other day, because you know there's this almost like story that apparently the clubs don't get any money from the shirts at all because they get paid money up front. I think it was Simon Jordan on Talk Sport, who obviously used to own Crystal Palace, and he was giving like a breakdown of how the shirt deals actually work. And he was like, right, so like for an £80 shirt, you knock off the 20% VAT, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, the clubs make about £5 per shirt. And then the other like 30 or £40 goes to the shirt sponsor. So Manchester United do make money even now every time we buy one. So yeah, the answer to that is yes. It's just not the whole amount. It's a very small amount. I think it's about £5 a shirt they get. Yeah, and then obviously the sponsor take the majority of it. The sponsor will take what, like 30, £40 of the money, but then pay them a massive advance, you know, to be the sponsor. Yeah, still giving them £5. I mean, if they sell 1 million shirts in a year, then that's £5 million, isn't it? So you are still lining their pockets. I think the thing I don't like about it is like I don't want to buy anything on their actual website. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're buying it on the Manchester United website, then whether you're directly giving it to them or not, you're still one way or another, the money is going into their bank account. Whether it then has to go somewhere else is like up for debate, but you are directly putting money into their pockets, you know? And that's the bit which I'm not too sure about. Yeah, somebody's saying about Wayne Rooney praising the Glazers. Yeah, not me, but I don't understand why you do that, you know? I think at the end of the day, like all of the ex-players want to keep the Glazers and the Manchester United suite in case they do get the opportunity to you know, to become like a representative or, you know, yeah. Ronaldo was the only one who didn't, because Ronaldo like didn't really care, did he? Ronaldo's bigger than the Glazers, whereas like Wayne Rooney, he probably still was hoping one day that the Glazers will bring him back as the manager, aren't they? You know? Anthony's on the run here. Anthony looks good today, guys. He looks sharp. People who say Anthony's not very good, like I don't really get it. Mason Mount just got taken out absolutely filthy there. Yeah, I don't really get the whole argument of people saying that Mason Mount's not very good. Like, sorry, not Mason Mount, Anthony. Like, he definitely is a good player. He's not worth 80 million, I accept, but he's definitely a decent player. Yeah, as Big T says, Wayne Rooney ultimately wants to just keep the revenue streams open. You know, he thinks that potentially in the future they might give him some money. Who knows? They're keeping their options open, which I guess is fair enough. Like, it's not what you want as a Manchester United fan, is it? You want to, you know, but it is what it is. There's not too much we can do about it. All the rest of the players seem to be warming up now. Is that Scott McTominay? Is he on the bench now? How does everyone rate the game so far? We've got a free kick here from Mason Mount. Mason Mount's pretty good at free kicks, isn't he? Mason Mount's got a free kick here. Here we go. Rubbish. Oh. Don't mean to be mean, but that was an absolutely rubbish free kick. Mason Mount just had a free kick on the edge of the box and really didn't do much. Yeah, Johnny Evans is on the bench, guys, for anybody asking. Yeah, I think people who call Anthony a flop don't actually watch Anthony. Like, to be completely honest with you, I don't think they don't think they actually understand what Anthony does or what he contributes, because he is a good player. I think it's pretty disrespectful, to be honest. He's been here for 1 season, and people are saying he's a flop. It's like, that's not really how it works. And he was good last season, in my opinion. I thought Anthony was decent. I really, really do. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, anybody who just missed that, Mason Mount just had a shot. It was a free kick and really wasn't very good at all, to be completely honest with you. But it is what it is. We've got about 8 minutes left of the first half here. Overall, it's not been... Craig saying Onana is officially now above English territory. So Craig in the chat is, yeah, Johnny Evans is warming up on the side of the pitch, guys. There he is, Johnny. It does feel weird, doesn't it, that Johnny Evans is a Manchester United player. I'm not sure what number he is. I can't see. Well, I'll let you know when he comes on the pitch. Somebody says, what is Sancho doing apart from nothing? I thought Sancho's looked all right this game, to be honest. Apparently Johnny Evans is number 27. Ugh. What's the weather like where everyone is? The weather's glorious here in England today. It's about 23, 24 degrees. Really, really nice. It's been raining here for like 3 weeks, and it's meant to be the middle of summer. It's been so miserable. It's literally just been like grey and raining for 3 weeks. Big T says, Anthony is not a flop. I do think he is predictable. Easier to defend against, as he always cuts in on his left. Yeah, I do agree with that. Anthony definitely needs to learn how to use his other foot, because if he's just going to use one foot forever, then we're going to have a problem, definitely. Who would you like... I've got a question for you, actually. Let me know in the chat. Who would you like to see as like a guest on the show? Let me know in the comment section. So I was thinking maybe when we hit 10k subscribers, I'll get somebody on the show. So have a think about who you would like to come on the show. I quite like the idea of getting Fabrizio on, but I don't know how easy that would be or how much it would cost. Probably quite a lot. In relation to the match at the moment, guys, because that is what we're here for. The game, not much is really happening, to be completely honest with you. Manchester United should have scored 3 or 4 goals, but we didn't. Overall, yeah, we look good. We do. We need to get some goals. Obviously, you can expect every single player to come off at half time, so it'd be a whole new starting 11 in the second half, guys. Yeah. Overall, there's not really that much to report, though. So Paul says we should get Sir Alex Ferguson on. I mean, that would be incredible, wouldn't it? I don't think Sir Alex would come on, to be honest, though. It's probably difficult enough for Sir Alex to go on, like, mainstream TV. Oh, Lyon are through here. I'm not sure what's going on. Somebody's saying we should get Mark Goldbridge on. Yeah, honestly, I've said before, like, I would love to do some sort of collaboration with other channels, but I don't know. I don't really know. Does Mark go on other channels? I feel like he probably wouldn't. I think he's quite, like... I know he's funny about other people from his channel going on other channels, isn't he? So I assume he probably wouldn't go on other channels himself. I know he goes on, that's, what's it called? Ben Foster's thing, but I don't think he'd go on another Manchester United channel personally. Somebody says Alice. Yeah, Alice. Alex Talks Football is going to come on the show, I think, next week, guys. Yeah, I'm going to be linking up with loads of these kind of smaller people. been speaking to quite a few different people. So yeah, I think Alex Talks Football is going to come on. Stretford Paddock, yeah, I really like Stretford Paddock. I would definitely like to do something with them. I don't know, like, I don't know. I'm looking at from the outside here. I don't know whether they just, I don't know. I'm not really sure what I'm getting at here. But yeah, I would love to do something with Stretford Paddock. I think there's quite a few of them on there that I quite like the stuff they do. I know they don't get along with Thingy, do they, for some reason? I'm not sure why. I don't really know all the ins and outs of it. Like, the thing is with me, how I've always operated in life, in any area of things, is like, you shouldn't see people as competition. The only person you compete with is yourself. That's the way I look at life. So I don't really get the whole like, oh, I don't want to work with somebody who is competition, because to me, that's just like stupid, in my opinion. The only person you compete against is yourself, you know? Like, you constantly compete with yourself to better yourself. So working with other people, trying to help other people, helping other channels, or helping other businesses, whatever. Like, I'm always up for doing stuff like that. Even if it, you know, is a smaller channel or whatever. Like, I don't know. But that's just kind of how I've always been. I've not seen people as like enemies or rivals. It's, you know, it should be like a community type thing, shouldn't it? Somebody says Webby and O'Neill. Yeah, I really, really like Webby and O'Neill. Somebody says Mick Ruby, MUFC Realist TV would be a good guest, mate. Like both of you. Yeah, that could be cool. Joshua says it's being selfish. Yeah, to be fair, it probably is true. Like, I never see people as competition, ever. Not like in a big-headed way. I just see it as like opportunity, you know? You can work together. You can kind of, like, why would you not work together? Yeah, I guess you're right. Person saying it's being selfish. Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, Webby and O'Neill, I really like their channel. Really, really good. Yeah, I'd love to do something with them. We're coming up to half-time here, guys. A couple of little kids yawning in the stands. Not really too much going on. It's been okay. I was kind of hoping to see a few goals. First 10 minutes, I was really entertained, and then since then, I've got a little bit bored, and we've spent most of the stream talking about biscuits. But overall, yeah. Overall, the first 10 minutes or so was really, really good. After that, not too sure, to be honest with you. Bit boring. Let me know how you have found the first half so far, guys. I was hoping for some goals. I really, really was. If everybody who is watching today can smash a like on the video and subscribe, please, that would be really, really appreciated. Yeah, we will do some fan forum type things in the future as well, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this, because obviously I want other people to get their opinions, and I want this to be like, well, a community where people have a voice. At the moment, I'm kind of just centering it around myself. But I think once the channel grows a bit more, maybe when it hits 10K, something like that, I'll start getting other people involved. But I just think at the moment it's kind of important for us to form a bit of a relationship, opposed to throwing in new people who I probably don't know. And it might, do you know what I mean? Like, I know what I can bring, and maybe it's too early to be bringing in other people. That's kind of how I feel. But let me know what you think about that, guys. Would you prefer it if it kind of stays as just me for a while, and then as the channel grows, then maybe get some more people involved? Liam says, Kieran, what watch-alongs did you tune into before you started this channel? That's a great question. I mean, to be honest with you, quite a lot of the time I'd go to the pub and watch football with my friends, a couple of my friends. So most of the time I'd go and watch it at a pub. If it wasn't on at the pub and I watched it at home, then yeah, I watched a few different channels, to be fair. I've watched United Stand before. I've watched United View, I think it is. A couple of others. But generally, I would like to just go to the pub and watch stuff. So, but yeah, that's just my opinion. Big T says, it's your channel and you're liable for what others do and say on the channel, so be careful. Yeah, I do kind of agree with that, actually. Especially if I don't know the people personally. I think if it's someone I'm friends with in the real world, then, like, you can kind of... I'm not saying I can't trust you guys, but you know what the internet's like these days, don't you? Like, people might say something which might be perceived as something different. So yeah, I do appreciate what you're saying, actually. It is kind of not dangerous, but getting people on the show who you don't actually know is maybe a bit of a risk. Somebody says, yeah, so somebody says competition is silly, especially in a fan channel where the goal for Manchester United, yeah. Yeah, but as I said, guys, I'm just going to keep doing the channel how it is. I'm happy for it just to be me, but I always do ask for you guys' opinions. I try and get you involved with stuff. I try and interact with you because I do want it to be like an open dialogue. I don't want it to just be one-way traffic. But yeah, I think it's different if you start something with 2 or 3 of you, then obviously that's what people get used to. But like, obviously it's just been started as me. So yeah, I'll just keep doing it like this. Anybody joining late, it is 0-0 at halftime. The first 10 minutes or so of the game was really, really entertaining, but the second kind of 10 to 30 minutes was quite boring, to be completely honest with you. I'm going to go and get some water, so I will be back in... I'll be back in like 2 minutes, guys, so go and get yourself a cup of tea and some biscuits or whatever it is you like, and yeah, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'm just going to get myself some water. Right, I'm back, guys. Liam says, I think there is enough United fans for tons of channels. Yeah, I completely agree with you. That's what I don't really get, like, why people don't kind of support each other and help each other. I guess it is just like a selfishness thing. Like, for example, we are doing a show with Alex Talks Football, which should be good. And yeah, I'm always up for collabing with other people, but yeah, I guess some people maybe don't want to do that because it's like they see it as competition, but I don't know. I think there's enough Manchester United fans around the world where if you're doing good content and people enjoy it, then like it doesn't matter if there's other people doing good content as well, you know? There's plenty of Manchester United fans. Yeah, that's just my take on it, guys, but let me stop the time. Let me restart the time for you guys. Yeah, Yeah, so somebody in the chat, I think Craig in the chat is tracking Onana's plane. Apparently, guys, we've got the live update. Onana's plane is currently passing through Milton Keynes. Big up to Craig in the chat for tracking the flight for us. Let us know when it lands. Do you know if he's flying to Manchester or Birmingham? Because there was people saying he was flying to Birmingham. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, to be completely honest with you. We will be doing like a match. I can't remember what I've called it. I've got a name for it. A match recap, I think I called it. Does anybody have... All right, this is a question for you guys, all right? In the chat, does anybody have a name for what we should call, like... so when the match finishes, we'll obviously do like a video that sums up the match and talks about the goals and all the rest of it. What would you call it? I was going to call it a match recap, but I think that's a bit rubbish. Like, let me know in the live chat. What would you call it if it was up to you? Yeah, let me know in the live chat. I thought match recap was quite good, but at the same time, now that I read it back, I thought that it sounds a bit rubbish. Like, obviously, you've got match preview for the preview, you've got watch along, etc. Like, what should the kind of 2 words be? Match recap, match reaction? Yeah, match reaction. I quite like that. Let me know in the chat, guys. What do you think of that? So as soon as the match finishes, we'll do like a 10-minute video. What should we call it? What 2 words? I was thinking match reaction. I kind of want it to be 2 words. I want it to be quite like snappy. You know, quite short. I quite like match reaction. So these are the options I've got so far. Let me know yours in the chat. Match reaction. Match review. I quite like match reaction. I think that's maybe the best one that I've put in there. Or match recap. Obviously, it needs to be something with the word match in it. For anybody thinking, what the hell is this guy talking about? I'm just trying to work out what to call... Just saw a message from Karen saying, I've never been to a game. I live down south. I've supported them for over 47 years. I would love to see them play before I die, before I cop out. Yeah, you definitely should go to a game. If people are still, obviously I'm not getting paid to say this, but obviously the tickets for Manchester United always sell out so quickly. But there is a website that I've used before a couple of times. It's called Sports Breaks. Again, I'm not being paid to say this. I'm just giving you some advice. There's a website called Sports Breaks, and you can still get Manchester United tickets on there. But the only like kind of trouble issue is you have to book it with a hotel, so it's like a hotel and a match ticket. Somebody saying match rewind. Fred says if he's landing in Milton Keynes, he's in big trouble. Maybe, yeah. Well, Craig's going to let us know in the chat when Onana's landed, so that'll be good. I think I'm going to go with match reaction, guys. I think that's the most kind of... It's the most obvious one for people who want to find the match reaction, and it's going to be my reaction, you know, so... But yeah, maybe we'll change that later on. I'm looking forward to seeing... Kevin says, the boys are not badly off. We just need to be aggressive a little bit more and play more progressively, especially Fernandes. The Kobe Shield. Collecting more boys. Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing some people in the second half. Billy Marsh is in the chat, guys. The Liverpool fan is back. Billy says, you're failing to score against Lyon. Come on. Billy, do you actually support Manchester United secretly? Like, it's okay if you do. I have no issue with it whatsoever. I feel like you do. I honestly do. Like, I'm pretty sure that you support Manchester United. So somebody's saying match reaction is what other people use. That's always the problem, isn't it? Am I, like, you don't want to stand on other people's toes, but, like, match reaction does sound good. Like, who uses match reaction? Let me know in the comment section, guys, who uses match reaction. Probably all the biggest ones, don't they? And then it will look like I'm copying them, which is always the way it goes. And it isn't the way that... No, I don't know. United Stand do final score, so theirs isn't that. I think match reaction's good, guys. I think it's good. Let me know if you think it's not, but yeah, I'm gonna go with match reaction for now. We can always change it up later into the season if people think it's not very good, you know? Somebody asking about Onana. So there is somebody in the chat called Craig who is currently tracking Onana's flight. So Onana has officially, he is now in British aerospace, guys. That has been confirmed by Craig in the chat. Yeah. Craig says you need to use a term that will show up in the search. Oh yeah, I see where you're going with this. Yeah, I hear you. This is why it's good to have this community, because it's, you know, we're all in this together. We're all growing this community together. It's not just me. Match recap, you think, is it? I did actually write that down on my notes. I'm just having a look now. I had match recap. But I don't know, are people going to be searching for match recap? Oh, I don't know if they will, you know. I think match reaction's good. But I don't know then, are people going to be searching for match reaction? It's so difficult, isn't it, to like use those keywords that people are actually going to be using to search. Somebody says, how would you rate the first half? Amnat says, how would you rate the first half? The first half, guys, I'll be completely honest with you, the first 10 minutes I was entertained, and then the rest of the game I was kind of happy talking about biscuits, which kind of sums it up for me personally. The first 10 minutes we should have been 2 or 3-0 up, but other than that, I think it was pretty average, without me being rude about it. But yeah, let me know in the live chat, guys, how would you rate the first half so far? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still struggling to decide what to do for this, for the name of this thing. Somebody says match rant if it goes wrong. Yeah. People love rants, don't they? The only issue, like, the only issue I think with these live streams is like, let's be completely honest here, guys. Do you think, like, this is me just being real and not, you know, blowing my own trumpet, but do you think there's enough people out there, Manchester United fans, that if we're live at the same time as like all of the other, you know, all the other, let's say, popular Manchester United channels, is there enough people that will kind of want to watch this one as well? I guess the only way is if people leave the other channels that they currently watch and come over here, realistically, isn't it? Like, how do you see that? How do you see that area of it working? Like, because I enjoy doing it, so I'm not saying like if people aren't going to watch it, I don't want to do it, but I'm just saying in like the long run, how do you envisage that working, you know? That's the thing that I'm kind of not troubling myself about, but I'm just trying to get my head around. I'm like just having a look now, like God knows how many people are watching some of the other channels, you know? Probably like 20, 30,000 people are watching. I guess the more you build up the channel, if people like you more than they like other channels, they'll watch you, you know? So it is just one of those things where you have to be consistent with it, and you know, if you're a likable person and they like you, then they'll watch it. If they don't like you, then they won't watch it. But yeah, I guess that's where the whole kind of other people not wanting to work with other people comes into it, doesn't it? Lumen says, would you make Billy Marsh a mod if he requests it? I mean, Billy, if you want to become a mod, I would accept it. So we're about to start the second half, guys. We've got all the kind of youth players out on the pitch now. Lyon are just walking out. I'm just going to get the updated team news up for you guys. So give me 1 second and we will have the updated team news for you. Second half's about to start. All right, let me get you the team news up, guys. So it's just updating on my thing, and then the team news will appear in a minute on the screen, guys. Yeah, true. Yeah. Come on, where's the team news? The game's about to start, but the team news hasn't been updated, so I will update it on the screen. Big T says, just keep yourself real. Some channels start good and then go down a bad path chasing clicks for the revenue. Yeah, how do you... I mean, we're doing a watch along here. We're all just having a chat. Like, would you care to elaborate on that a little bit more? Because, yeah, I am just genuinely interested on, you know, what your opinions are on those types of things. Craig says, we're now over the... So this is in relation to Onana's plane. Craig says, we're now over the Peak District, getting close to landing now. Craig reckons we're 10 minutes away from landing. Fred's coming on the pitch. I can tell you that for sure. I can see Fred on my screen. I'm just trying to get the rest of the team news up for you. I will update it as soon as it comes through. Lumen says, Kieran, I just saw you have crossed 5k and you said you would do a Q&A stream, remember? Yeah, I'm happy to do a Q&A stream. What kind of thing do you want to talk about, you know? And how would you say is the best way to gather questions? Because I feel like they probably will need to be pre-decided questions. Otherwise, I'm just going to get thousands of people spamming me in the chat asking me questions and then I won't be able to answer them all. So how's the best way for me to gather these questions? I'm more than happy to do it, of course. But I just want to, like, the logistics of it. Liam says Goldbridge was so good in the first 4 or 5 years. Yeah, I mean, to be completely honest with you, I only, as I said, 99% of the time when Manchester United are on the telly, I'll go and watch it at the pub. So I never really... I probably watched the United stand for a very small period, but yeah, not recently. I don't know. I always found it quite entertaining. Like I like, you know, he's obviously very good at what he does, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched it like long enough, like some of you guys have said, to be able to compare. The second half has started, by the way, now, guys. I'm just waiting for the team news to update on my computer. It's not but it is a whole new starting 11, so yeah, anybody wondering, we have a whole new team playing, and Johnny Evans is on the pitch, guys. Let's hope we get some goals this half. Let's really do. Like, a 0-0 is going to be a bit disappointing, isn't it? Who's number 54? I'm just trying to update the thing for you now, guys. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it's just not updated, has it? It's really frustrating. Let me see if I can get it up on my phone and then get it on from here. Yeah, so it's updated on the app, but it's not updated on my phone. Somebody's asking about a members community. I run the break here, guys. Oh. Fred's got the ball. Freddy boy, no. What's this? You seen this Gerardo guy? Apparently he's like linked to Barcelona, hasn't he? Oh, Donny Van De Beek. Oh, that was an absolute banger. 1-0 Manchester United. Donny's just scored, guys. Absolutely beautiful goal, that. Fair play to Donny. Really, really nice goal. He took that really well. Hats off to him. He's had a lot of criticism, hasn't he, Donny Van De Beek? And I do feel a bit bad for him. But yeah, that was a really nice goal. He took it well. 1-0 Manchester United. Beautiful goal from Donny Van De Beek. I believe it was an assist from, I don't know, to be completely honest with you, number 44. Yeah, really, really nice goal, that, guys. 1-0 Manchester United. Absolutely beautiful finish from Donny Van De Beek. And you can just see the look on his face of how much it meant to him. He's had a really bad time at Manchester United. Beautiful goal. 1-0 Manchester United. Very, very nice indeed. It was a Gore assist, number 44. Really, really nice. Happy with that, guys. This is just like what happened last week, right? I was complaining about how boring the first half was, and then we get into the second half and we get a goal like almost immediately. Really, really good. I'm going to get rid of... I can't seem to find the updated team sheet thing, guys, so I'm going to have to remove that for now. But yeah, it's 1-0 Manchester United. Massive shouts to Hanson, who has just done the first super chat of the stream. Thank you very much, Hanson. Very, very, very... yeah, if anybody wants to do super chats or join the members club, you can just hit the $. Any support is, of course, appreciated, but it's not pushed upon you. So yeah, 1-0 Manchester United, guys. It was about the 48th minute. Yeah, we've got about 40 minutes left of the game. I'm on 49 minutes, 40 seconds, guys, for anybody who is trying to watch at the same time as me. I need to update my time. I'm just trying to get it so my clock's level. 1 second, guys. So yeah, I'm on 50 minutes. For anybody who wants to watch in sync with me, I'm on 50 minutes. Craig says that apparently Donny Van De Beek's jet is circling Manchester and will land any minute. He's waiting on air traffic control to give him the landing. I mean, fair play to Craig. Literally, hats off to you, mate. So we've got lots of different people giving their opinions on different stuff, which is really, really nice. So let's go back to the beginning. Somebody says, I stopped watching Mark because the channel is all about him. All he does is insult his viewers and discard everyone's opinions. Yeah, that's fair enough, I guess, yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, nearly 2-0 there, guys. Very, very close. Really happy for Donny Van De Beek. What is it with the second half? The last 2 games, we've done really, really well in the second half and been absolutely rubbish in the first half. Anybody just joining in the last few minutes, Manchester United are winning 1-0 against Lyon, a goal from Donny Van De Beek. An absolutely beautiful goal, to be completely honest with you. I'm not going to over-egg the pudding. I'm not going to make out that Donny's now going to be our starting player in the next season. He's probably still going to be sold, but still, I'm happy for the guy. He's had a really bad time of it, and yeah, 1-0 Manchester United. I'll take it. We nearly scored a second there, guys. Number 54. Who's number 54? I need to get used to all of these youth players' names. Honestly, I'm struggling a little bit with it. So apparently, Craig's saying it looks like the airplane, Onana's plane, is about to land. If anybody is wondering what the hell are you talking about, we've literally got somebody in the chat who's given us live updates on Onana's private jet, which is really, really appreciated. So Incognito says, your channel is awesome, mate. Keep it up. Great content and great community. This channel is going places. Again, guys, thank you so much for all the support. I honestly do really appreciate it. Yeah, and that's me being sincere. I'm not just saying that to try and, I don't know, whatever. I'm not being fake about that. I do honestly appreciate it. We've only been doing this for like 5 weeks, guys, and yeah, it absolutely blows me away. It blows my mind with the support you guys have shown so far. So yeah, massive shouts. Like I don't really know like what my expectations are of this channel, which is kind of, I think, a positive thing if you're part of this community, because you know, when somebody comes out saying something like that, you know that it's not like, oh, he started this channel because he wants to make some money, or like, I don't have any intentions, to be completely honest with you. My intentions were to make a channel where I could talk to other like-minded Manchester United fans on a daily basis. That was literally the only point of the channel. And if it becomes something more than that, then, you know, I'll be a happy man. But yeah, so I do really, really appreciate all the support, guys, from the bottom of my heart. Yeah. I think it's only in like the last couple of days where I've seen the rate that we've been growing, where I've kind of had to like pinch myself a little bit and be like, you know, Because I don't know if you guys, I think I have told you this story before. I guess everybody in the chat are people who watch like quite regularly, so I'll tell you it again, just so you can get a bit more of an understanding. But I made this channel 2 years ago, okay? I made it 2 years ago, but I didn't upload any videos. I made the channel, I was recording videos at home, but I never uploaded them. And I actually listened back to one of, maybe I'll upload one of them on, when we hit 100K, when we hit 100K, if we ever hit that, I'll upload one of these videos I recorded 2 years ago. And honestly, I was ultimately too scared to upload them. I wasn't confident enough, blah, blah, blah. But I will upload it. Honestly, I watched it back the other day, and I'll be completely honest with you guys. I'm not saying I'm amazing now. Like, I'm still learning. I'm probably getting better and better every stream. But this video I recorded 2 years ago was literally the most painful thing I've ever watched back in my life. It was so bad. I was like this. Hello, everybody. We're going to talk about Raphael Varane coming to Manchester United. I literally like that. I don't move. There's no like expression. There's no like change of tone in my voice. But yeah, maybe I'll upload that when we hit 100K. Just to show you guys where I've come from and to kind of see how much of a personal thing it was to actually do this channel and how much I had to come out of my kind of, my shell almost. But yeah, anyway, let's move on. There we go, guys. We have the confirmation from Craig in the chat. Craig has confirmed that Onana's jet has just landed in Manchester. He's been tracking the flight. Hats off to him. Yeah, so Onana's jet has just landed, guys. Big ups to Craig for giving us the live updates. In relation to the game, guys, Lyon have had quite a lot of the ball in the last couple of minutes, but nothing really is going on with it. Donny Van De Beek scored an absolute beautiful goal. Yeah. Liam says, what was the catalyst for starting this channel? As I said, guys, honestly, it was just to make a community. That's the thing that I really like the sound of. To make a Manchester United community with other people all around the world. We can share opinions, somewhere where other people can get involved and have their voices heard without being kind of judged. That's one thing that I've always really, really stressed with this channel. Like, I want you guys to give me your opinions, and I'm not going to judge them. I want there to be discussion. I want it to be like an open place where you feel like you're part of it as well. That's almost what I wanted to do, just somewhere to come and chat on a daily basis. So yeah. Lumen says, does your GF watch the streams? No. Like, I'll be completely honest with you guys. I'm being completely level with you here, right? I'd say 90, well, maybe not actually. Oh, we nearly scored there. I'd say probably 90% of my friends, like my friends in the real world, don't actually know about this channel yet. You know? So yeah, there you go. And that is probably just down to like a confidence thing more than anything. Yeah, I'm not like actively pushing this on my own personal social media. I'm not like telling all my friends about it. There's a couple of people who know because they've come around my house and been like, what the hell is all this equipment you've got in this room? Like, what are you doing in here? And I've had to kind of say. But like generally, I'm quite, I don't shout about stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not really who I am as a person. I'm not like ego driven. I'm quite happy to just do my thing and kind of keep it to myself. Tiborg says, how many times do you manage to go to Old Trafford in a season? So last year I went, how many games did I go to? I think I went to about 6 or 7 games last season at Old Trafford. The season before that, honestly guys, the season before that, our worst Premier League season in what, like 20 years, I went to like 12 games. Yeah, I went to about 12 games in the season when we were absolutely rubbish. Went to, yeah, so that wasn't good. But yeah, I sometimes go with my friend, and then other times I'll just go on my own. I'll get the train from Bristol. I'll either go for the day and then get the train back. I mean, it's a long day. It's like 3.5 hours there, 3.5 hours back, but it's worth it. Right. Yeah, I'm still trying to get the lineup to add to the screen, guys. I do apologize for that. For some reason, it's just not updating it from the old one. So, as I said, we will have a new overlay thing, which will be really, really nice. That probably will come for the next stream, so that would definitely look better. At the moment, it is a bit makeshift, I do admit. I've been enjoying this game more than I did the last one, to be completely honest with you guys. The last one was a bit bit rubbish, to be completely honest with you. What's everyone's score predictions now? I mean, 3-1. Oh, we nearly scored then. Lumen says, have you ever been to India because you know about Karak Chai? I haven't ever been to India, but the reason I know about Karak Chai is because one of my favourite cafes next to where I used to live, it was called... What was it called? Chaiwala. Yeah, so there was this cafe called Chaiwala, which obviously sold, like, mainly... It was like Desi breakfast. Anybody who's Indian in the chat will know what I'm talking about. So they did, like, I'm probably saying that wrong. Desi breakfast, Desi breakfast. Desai breakfast, I don't know how you say it. DESI, and it was only like omelette, dal, and then you got a Karak Chai or a chai latte. And like me and my partner used to go there like literally like 3 or 4 times a week. But yeah, I've never been to India. I've been to like Thailand, Japan, Australia, Vietnam. I've been to Cambodia. Yeah, I've been to all of those places, but I haven't ever been to India. No, I would love to go to India though. I don't know if I will though in my life. To be honest, maybe like much further down the line, but yeah, don't know. So Neil says Gore looks good. Yes, Gore looks really, really good. It's definitely been a better game than the last one, guys. It has, I have to say. And again, I just want to say hats off to these youth players who've come on in the second half. Like they're doing really, really well. Like, oh. Yeah, it's been entertaining. It has, and I'm just so glad that Donny Van De Beek's had a go. Yeah, I'm just really happy for Donny. I am. I still think he needs to leave the club. Does everybody in the chat agree that Donny needs to leave? Is there anybody who wants Donny Van De Beek to stay? Obviously, if you do, that's completely fine. I'm always up for having differing opinions, but I still think Donny Van De Beek needs to leave the club. As much as I like him as a player, I don't know. I think he needs to go. I do. Just for the sake of his own career, to be completely honest with you. I don't know where he'd go. That's the problem, isn't it? And Fred. Like, Fred definitely needs to leave. You never know with Ten Hag, though. They might have said to him, like, we don't have the budget to buy someone else. Like, you've got to keep Donny. Hopefully not, but you just never know, do you? Donny looked pretty emotional when he scored, though, didn't he? He looked like something was going on. Yeah, that was a really, really nice finish. Neil wants Donny to stay. Lumen says if Donny gets his chances, he will take it. Yeah, at the end of the day, guys, he had a really bad injury, didn't he? And I do feel bad for him. Yeah, Lyon are bringing all their substitutions on now, guys. They're bringing on about... I think they're swapping their whole team, I think. Did they not already swap their team at half-time, or did they keep them on? I kind of missed that bit of it. Fred looks like he's injured. Oh, no, he's not. He's all right. Who's that? Is that... So Lyon are about to literally swap their whole team now, guys. Their whole team is about to come on. Yeah, I am really happy for Donny Van De Beek. If that's his last goal for Manchester United, then that's completely fine, isn't it? I'll be happy for him, you know. He's got his goal. It'll probably feel like a little bit of a moment for him. But overall, I think he does need to go. Yeah, so it looks like Lyon kept their players on at half-time and have now just brought everyone off. So it's a full switch. Every single Lyon player has just come off the pitch. I'm not really too sure about many of the people coming on, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, Joe says, I hope United not selling Gerardo back to Barcelona. Yeah, 100%. If anybody's missed that, apparently Manchester United are going to sell Gerardo back to Barcelona. He's a really talented youth player that we have at the club at the moment. I don't know why we would do that, but Manchester United do some questionable things, don't they? Somebody's saying Erik ten Hag plays as Lyon's goalkeeper. I'm not sure about that one, but fair enough. What do you think? What about? I'm still thinking of names for this thing. Do you think match score? I'm trying to think of some names for this video that will go live after the stream. You know, we were talking about a 2-word name that could be the thumbnail for the video. You know, for the talking about the game or whatever. Manchester United are playing some good football in this game, to be fair. Donny Van De Beek's on the run here. Does anybody else, like, when they see Donny Van De Beek run, feel like he looks like he's always going to fall over? Like, he looks a little bit clumsy, doesn't he? People are asking, does Fred playing mean that he will stay? I don't think so. At the end of the day, guys, like, they're professional athletes. They need to keep up their match fitness, don't they? So I don't think the fact that Fred is playing means that he's going to stay. Yeah, the Lyon goalkeeper. Apparently he's 6'8". Absolutely mad. Oh. Where is the game today? Is it in it's in Edinburgh, isn't it? Lyon have been having a little go the last kind of 20 minutes or so, but nothing really is sticking for them, to be completely honest with you guys. They're trying to string a couple of passes together. They're trying to do some stuff, but nothing really coming of it. Hopefully we do get a couple more goals in this game because, I mean, it's still good though, isn't it? It's still good to win. It's still good to give the youth players a chance, but overall, it's not been the most riveting of matches, to be completely honest with you. Somebody says 300 subs to 6,000. Not sure. No, we're a bit more than that away, mate. We're like 800 subs away from 6,000, guys. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, as somebody says in the chat, like, that finish from Donny was good. I'm not going to slander him. He did a really nice... It was a really nice little volley, wasn't it? How old is Donny Van De Beek now? He's probably like 25, 26, isn't he? Some really nice play there. Where are we? We've got about 20 minutes left of this game, guys. Evans looks good. Evans looks really, really decent. Again, like, hats off to the youth players. They've done really, really well in this game. They have. Yeah, Donny Van De Beek's 26, apparently. Fred had a little bit of a run there. Puts the ball through to Donny. Donny... Ooh, Donny nearly scores, guys. Yeah. Big T says Fred is having a great game. He is, isn't he? Their keeper's an absolute beast, isn't he? He's huge. I'm not sure how tall he is. Probably about 6'8", I think. I wonder if we'll get the pictures of Onana in a minute. I do hope we see the pictures of Onana. Apparently he's landed in England now, somebody was saying. I assume he'll have his medical today then. I don't really know how it works. I don't know how quickly they can get stuff done. How long does a medical take? Does anybody know? A few hours? We've got like just over 20 minutes left of the game here, guys. 1-0 Manchester United. Goal from Donny Van De Beek. Somebody asking about Eric Bailly. There's no news about Eric Bailly at the moment, guys. Oh. Yeah, no news about Eric Bailly. We do assume that he's going to leave the club because he didn't even go. He's not even in the squad for this match today. So, yeah. I think it's pretty safe. Yeah, Johnny Evans has had a good game, to be fair. Johnny Evans looks decent. He doesn't look bad for a 35-year-old who's cost nothing. Answer me this in the live chat, guys. Do you think Manchester United will keep... do you think that Manchester United will keep Johnny Evans? I reckon we might. I reckon we might keep him for a season. I just have this feeling. I do. I don't see why we wouldn't, to be completely honest with you. He's won 3 Premier Leagues. He's won a Champions League. Like, why would you not keep him for 1 year? I don't really see the issue. Somebody's asking about the goal. It was a Donny Van De Beek goal assisted by Gore. Yeah. It was a nice goal as well. Really nice goal. Anybody who's joining late, I'll be honest, it's not been the most exciting goal, exciting game of you know, of my life, but it's been decent. It has. Jeez, somebody in the chat is saying I would start Johnny Evans with Martinez over Rafael Varane. Wow. I hope that's a joke. I really do hope that's a joke. But obviously, if it isn't, you're entitled to your opinion. But putting Johnny Evans and Rafael Varane in the same sentence, I don't think that's... not sure about that, to be honest. But obviously, if that's what you think, then fair play. But yeah, I don't know. It definitely does feel like a pre-season match, doesn't it? Everyone's taking it like pretty easily. Yeah, I'm not sure about that Big T, but fair enough, mate. Yeah, as Joshua says, that must be a joke. Yeah, I think it might be, but... Joe says, Kieran, we have so many young, talented players. I would say, unfortunately, that some of these youngsters will soon go elsewhere to have game time or to be a first-team player. Yeah, 100%. There are so many like young people playing today who are like really, really good. Again, I'm going to put this out there. I think the youth players in the second half have done just as well as the first-team players in the first half. I really, really do. Hats off to them. They've done really, really well. Oh. I'm looking forward to seeing all the like Rashfords, the Bruno, the Casemiros, etc. I'm looking forward to seeing all of them again. It feels like it's been too long. But yeah, Fred's had an absolute belter of a match. He's done really, really well. Maybe he thinks, as somebody said in the chat, that, you know, scouts of other clubs are watching him thinking, oh, we're on the attack here. No. Yeah, Fred's having a great game, guys. Absolutely. Fred is probably at the moment, probably one of the best people on the pitch, genuinely. Who's your man of the match so far, guys? Let me know in the live chat. I probably would genuinely go with Fred. Fred's been decent. Yeah, let me know in the live chat. Who is your man of the match so far? Oh. We keep getting close to getting a second, but it just doesn't seem to want to happen, does it? Fred says, after the first 2 games, do you think Erik ten Hag has learned anything, Kieran? Not really, to be honest. I think these first 2 games are very much for fitness. I think if I was Erik ten Hag, I'd be saying some of these youth players need a chance because they've been just as good as the first team players. I know I keep saying that, but yeah. I honestly would give some of them a chance. I would. I'd get rid of Brandon Williams. I'd get rid of Fred, Donny Van De Beek. You know, all of these people who probably don't have a proper future at the club. I'd get rid of them and give some of these youth people a chance off the bench because, like, that's what Manchester United has been based on, isn't it? Youth players. Yeah. Quite a few different people giving their opinions on the man of the match so far. We've got some people saying Gore, some people saying Sancho. Yeah, I'm happy with any of them. Somebody saying Erik ten Hag has learnt it's time for Sancho to go, surely. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with Sancho, guys. I don't. Like, as I've said to you guys many, many times, I think if a big offer comes in for Jadon Sancho, we should probably take it. But I can't really imagine that happening, to be completely honest with you. I think we'll struggle to sell Jadon Sancho. I really, really do. I don't want to say he's unsellable, but I think on the wages he's on, I think it will be an issue to try and get him out of the club. Yeah, the fact that we've had Jadon Sancho playing as a striker kind of sums up our position at the moment, doesn't it? It's not great, to be completely honest with you. But yeah, we'll talk all about this in the what do you call it? The match reaction. Is that what we're calling it? Yeah, the match reaction. Lyon are making another substitution. Have they not already substituted their whole team? Welcome, Irvin. So the goal came from Donny Van De Beek for anybody joining in the last few minutes. It was a Donny Van De Beek goal. Really, really nice goal, actually. Yeah, happy for him. I am. He's had a really tough time, hasn't he, Donny Van De Beek? So I am happy for him. I know it's only a pre-season friendly against Lyon, but still, I'm happy he got his goal and he looked like he was really chuffed about it. So yeah, 1-0 Manchester United, goal from Donny Van De Beek. Yeah, it was Gore with the assist that Donny Van De Beek scored. Hopefully we get a couple of more goals. Honestly, guys, Johnny Evans has been solid. I can't keep saying that enough. Johnny Evans has been decent. Paul's asking about Kobe Mainoo. Kobe Mainoo looks solid as well. He looks like he's bulked up quite a bit, Kobe Mainoo. Anthony was good in the first half. Mason Mount was playing quite deep. He was playing what looked like to be like a CDM role, which I didn't really like. But yeah, overall, it's been a decent game. Anybody who's kind of joining late, I'll be honest, you haven't missed the best game of our lives. But yeah, it's been all right. It was worth watching. Joe says, only if Fred is consistent in his game, he can be a world-class top Brazilian player. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all if Fred goes somewhere else and does well. You know, you've seen Andreas Pereira, who we all thought was crap. He went to Fulham and he had a really good season, didn't he? So I wouldn't be surprised at all if Fred goes somewhere else. And I'm not going to say he's going to turn into a world-class player, but I wouldn't be surprised if he goes somewhere else and, you know, comes relatively good. Just to say as well, guys, we will be live at 6 p.m. today as well for our usual 1-hour show. So we're going to be live quite a lot today. Obviously, after this video finishes, I'll do a match reaction video. And then I will disappear for a couple of hours, and then we'll be back at 6 p.m. for the usual show. So yeah, hopefully all of you can join us on that one. Someone says, just joined in and not watching. How is our new machine Mason Mount playing? Mason Mount looked good, he did, but my only criticism, this isn't of him, this is just of how we set up. He was playing quite defensively this time, which I didn't really like. I prefer him more further up the pitch, but obviously I assume Ten Hag was just trying out different things. And yeah, as Fred says in the chat, honestly guys, Johnny Evans he looks solid. He does. I know it's just a pre-season friendly against Lyon, but Johnny Evans looks good. He does. He doesn't look any worse than Harry Maguire, that's for sure. Billy says, you've been saved by a player who you want to sell. Appreciate your own players. I mean, to be honest with you, Billy, never on this channel am I the type of person who spreads hate or kind of anti-player clubs or whatever you want to call it. Like, I'm always very, very fair, I think. I think Donny Van De Beek needs to leave because he's not going to get any game time and he deserves to get game time, you know? Harry Maguire, he doesn't suit Eric Ten Hag's system, but he is a good defender, just not for what Eric Ten Hag wants. You know, I could sit here and say, oh, he's effing this, he's that, but I'm not going to do that because that's just like, yeah. It's not very nice, is it? It doesn't get you anywhere in life to be like that, if you ask me. But obviously, if you want to be like that, then that's up to you. But Donny Van De Beek, I think he needs to go for his own career. But yeah, I'm happy for him. He got a goal. He's been injured for, what, 2 or 3 months? He had a really bad injury, didn't he? Big T says, Fred has played defensively. Loads for us. Attacking is where Fred is better, I think. Yeah, Fred is definitely better further up the pitch. He's rubbish defensively. But if you do play Fred in a more advanced role, he is actually a half-decent player. So I do agree with you there. We've got about 8 minutes left of the match, guys. Lumen says, Billy Marsh reminds me of Zayn Miassi, just that he does it for free without super chats. Yeah. I'm sure this probably isn't true, right? But do you reckon that Zayn Miassi person is actually a real person? Like, I just find it really, really weird that an Arsenal fan would go on to a channel and spend like £100 every time to do a super chat. Like, I find it really, really weird. I don't know what I'm insinuating, okay? So don't start putting words in my mouth, but I don't know. I just feel like, is he a real person? I just think it's bizarre. It's so weird. And it's like a really good talking point on all the shows. Like with Billy Marsh, like you might be thinking, oh, is this Billy Marsh guy one of Kieran's friends who he's got on just to try and create a bit of a conversation point? But like, it isn't. Yeah, it is a bit strange. But yeah, as Harris says, we don't want to hate around here. I'm not somebody who's going to be negative. Obviously, if something happens and I'm not happy, we'll talk about it. But I'm not going to single out players or do any of that kind of get him out of my club stuff or any of that. Johnny Evans again. Honestly, I say that. Johnny Evans just fell over, but I think it's a free kick to us anyway. Yeah. Fred just took him out. Johnny Evans looks good, guys. He does. I can't keep saying it. I'm sorry. I thought it was such a joke. Big T says, Zayn Miassi is an alter ego of one of the big streamers. I'm not sure what that means. That's quite mysterious. Tell me more. I'm intrigued now. Apparently he does it on multiple channels. Weird. What happens if you type in his name on Google? Does anything come up? What's his name? Zayn Miassi. How would you spell it? There it is. Does anything happen if you type in his name on Google? Let me just have a look for you. How if you type it on Google, it says, who is Zayn Miassi? Literally. It's bizarre though. Like, if you had that much money, like, why would you just put it on other channel streams? Like, it's so weird. Yeah, as Harris says in the chat, we've already got 3 signings, guys. We've got Phil Jones. Sorry, not Phil Jones. Johnny Evans. We've got Onana, and we've got Mason Mount. Not bad. Obviously, could be a lot better, but not bad. Still 1-0 here. Yeah, there isn't anything about Zayn Miati if you type him in on Google. Very, very suspicious. I'm quite intrigued now. I kind of want to know. Oh, here we go. Who is Zayn Miati? No. Yeah, who knows? Very, very weird. It's quite funny though. Whoever's made it, it's obviously somebody. It's obviously not a real person. It's obviously a fake account, I reckon. We got a corner here, guys. Somebody asking about Johnny Evans' contract. We don't know how long it is yet, but they have already come out and said that they are interested in keeping it as a longer deal. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if we see Johnny Evans at the club like for the whole season. I wouldn't. And I got no issue with it whatsoever. He's won more trophies than... He's won more Premier Leagues than any of those players in the Manchester United team. I don't think any of them have won a single one, have they? Big T says, get Zayn Miasi on the Q&A show. Yeah, I'll be up for it. If anybody's got a contact for Zayn Miasi, please let me know, and I will speak to him. It's not me. I definitely will not be giving £100 to try and troll people. Like, I'm not going to do that. No way. Where are we? We've got about 3 minutes left of the game, guys. So just to give you a rundown of what's going to happen for the rest of the day, as soon as this show finishes, we will go live with the match reaction. That's what I've decided to call it. That might change in the future if we come up with a better name as a community. But at the moment, it's going to be called the match reaction. And then we'll be back at 6 p.m. as well for the usual 1 hour evening show. So do make sure you are here for the... Well, if you want to watch for both of them, then obviously you're more than welcome. But yeah, please do make sure you are all around for the 6 o'clock show this evening. As always, we'll have so much to get into on this evening show. The thing I do quite like about these watch-alongs is, like, they're quite chilled. It's quite like a slow pace to it, whereas with the 6 o'clock shows and the morning shows, I like to do it quite quick, and it's quite intense for me, honestly. Yeah. With the morning shows and stuff, I want to make it like fast and flowing. I don't want to be like this one. You can kind of not say anything for 30 seconds at a time, and it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so we got like less than 2 minutes left of the game, guys, and then we will move over straight to the match reaction. So yeah. And I will do this Q&A as well at some point, guys. Somebody, I think it was Lumen in the chat. I did mention that I'd do it at 5k. So yeah, of course, I'm happy to do this Q&A. Just let me know what the best way to do it is. So literally as soon as this one finishes, guys, we will be live for the match reaction. So yeah, do get involved in that one as well, guys, if you yeah, if you're up for it. If you don't, then that's obviously completely fine. Lumen says you can surely discuss biscuits and watch-alongs. Yeah, you can definitely discuss biscuits and watch-alongs, whereas I think if I do a morning show and start talking about biscuits, people are definitely going to be like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Oh, I love it. I honestly don't know whether this Billy person is just... I have a feeling that... Is this Billy person somebody I know? That's just trying to have a laugh? I think it might be. So Billy has said, Kieran will forget all of you when he gets 1 million subscribers. He is kind now, but not in the future. I mean, Billy, if you know me in the real world, you would know that would be incorrect. But yeah. I'm not sure what you kind of monitor kind being like. Lumen says Kieran has promised us he won't change. I mean, I might get more hair, I might change my t-shirt, but I'm not going to suddenly start like, you know, oh yeah, that was a horrible tackle on Gore. Really, really horrible. Yeah. I can't promise that I might not start growing my hair, or I might, you know, change the color of my t-shirt, or there's, you know, there are lots of different options of things of how I might change, but we've got about 1 minute left of the game, guys. And then we will jump over straight to the, what are we calling it? The match reaction. Yes, of course. Literally in the last few minutes of the game, and then we will move you over to the match reaction, guys. We've got a free kick here for Manchester United. The game is literally just finished, guys. Right, I'm going to wrap the stream up here. I'll catch you guys on the match reaction in literally 2 minutes. I'll speak to you guys in a bit. Lots of love. Peace out.